Good morning, everybody. It's transfer deadline day. This is United People's TV. I'm Sam, your host for today's entertainment. I hope it's entertainment. I hope we sign a midfielder. I hope we sign Ruben Neves. But what is happening, everybody? How are you all doing this lovely Friday morning? Dan James, he's joined Leeds. Eduardo Camavinga, he's not joined Manchester United. He's off to Real Madrid. What's going on with Jesse Lingard? What's happening with Ruben Neves? Could we move for Yves Bissouma? Bissouma from Brighton. When's the Ronaldo announcement going to happen? What about Jesse? There is so much that could happen today with Manchester United. Of course, the caveat to that is we might not do a goddamn thing. But it's going to be busy with Manchester United, and United People's TV is where you want to be to keep on top of it. As you can see, look at it. Deadline day live. Isn't this a lovely Friday morning? Shit, it's Tuesday morning. See, that's what happens when you cover transfers. You go a bit loopy. It doesn't matter what day it is, all right? It's transfer deadline day. And at 11 p.m. tonight, so what's that? 14 hours. The deadline is closed. 14 hours Manchester United have got to make this a perfect 10 out of 10 window. Will they do it? Join me here on United People's TV as we cover everything. How are you all doing on this lovely Tuesday morning? Not Friday. Whoops. I'm going to run through all the latest stuff, all the stuff that's happened, that we know has happened. And then we look at the reports and how they are developing, and we see whether Manchester United are going to be in for that midfield that we desperately need. Throughout the entire stream, you know what to do. You leave me your comments. I'll try and give you some shout outs. Fire in your super chats with your questions or concerns or anything you want to get involved with. I'll try to make this as interactive as possible. Let's get straight into it. And it's got to start with Dan James. Dan James, Fabrizio Romano confirming there at 8:30 this morning, so only half an hour ago, that his move to Leeds has been completed. Done and confirmed. Permanent move. The paperwork has been signed. Everton, as I said yesterday, these stories that came out about Everton being in for him, man, that was never, ever happening. Never, ever happening. It's not happened. Dan James has gone to Leeds. It's going to be around between 25 million up front for Dan James, and it's going to rise to roughly 30 million, which is sensational business from Manchester United. It really, really is. We signed him for 15 million back in 2019. We sold him for 25 million 2 years later when he was, he did start all 3 games this season so far, but Dan James has never been a hugely integral and important player to Manchester United. So it's fantastic business. For him, he gets a move to a club and a manager that have chased him for two years now. Dan James, he'll thrive at Leeds. I think he'll do very well. And for United, that's good money. 25 million in the coffers. That better not just go towards paying for Ronaldo's wages. But we don't know about that, do we? Now, Dan James, cool. We were told that we needed to make sales before we made any more new signings after Cristiano Ronaldo. Or you're saying, how the hell do we manage to make money on James? Look, it's one thing that Manchester United have historically done very badly is sell players and get a good fee for them. That's why I've been so impressed by us getting 25 million up front for Dan James. I think it's an outrageously good price. And hopefully it marks the beginning of Manchester United as a club actually operating better when it comes to player sales and getting the right figures for him. Obviously, all of us want that money to go on a new defensive midfield signing. It's simple as that. I've said it all along. A summer of Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo in this post-COVID environment is sensational. But signing Ronaldo right there, when we needed a central midfielder more, was a bit frustrating for United fans. And we know that if we sign a defensive midfielder, we have a complete team. There's no point in having the ambition of signing Varane because it's annoying me. It's already started. Fans of other clubs, how can United fans complain about, I don't know why from the East End, how can United fans complain about signing Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho? Jesus, all you do is spend money, blah, blah, blah. You're ignoring the fact that we're all looking at this going, the majority of us would probably have rather signed a top-class defensive midfielder before we had signed Ronaldo. But United took advantage of an opportunity which will make them more money than we are spending on Ronaldo. That deal, because of the sponsorships and the interest that's going to come to United after Ronaldo, will pay for itself. Now, one midfielder who has been linked with us all summer long, and that is Eduardo Camavinga. Obviously, he was there at Rennes. Contract's running out next year. Can United get him? No, we cannot. Fabrizio Romano last night confirming Eduardo Camavinga to Real Madrid. Here we go. The offer has been accepted, 31 million euros. So basically what we just got for Dan James. But the caveat here is very, very simple with Camavinga, and it's not anything that Manchester United massively did wrong, in my opinion. Paperwork's assigned. The official announcement we made today, he goes to Real Madrid, no loan. Camavinga picked Real Madrid over Manchester United and PSG. Camavinga wanted Real Madrid. All summer long, we saw that we read reports that he wanted a move to Real Madrid. And he's got that move to Real Madrid. It's a bit like Ronaldo there back in 2008, 2009. He wanted to join Real Madrid, and there was nothing that Manchester United could really do to stop that from happening. I feel like that's pretty much what happened with Camavinga. With Camavinga, ideally we would have gone for him a little bit earlier. Ideally, we might have been able to sign him, but Real Madrid have got their man. They've obviously got a cracking signing, and I wish him the best of luck. But it means that Manchester United's options in midfield, they've gone back one. Camavinga, he is off the cards. He is not coming to Manchester United. He is going to Real Madrid. So what does that mean? Obviously, that leaves two other names on the list, Saul Niguez and Ruben Neves. And you all know what I think about Ruben Neves. But with Saul Niguez, the option at this particular moment in time, it's not happening. With Saul Niguez, what Manchester United were interested in was a loan move for Niguez. Now, Atletico Madrid is still pushing for that to actually change to be a permanent deal instead. Let's see what happens and develops on that. With the Saul Niguez story, I do expect it to develop throughout the entire day. So make sure you stick here to United People's TV. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and get involved. Look, let's go over here. This is something that I want to do throughout the entire day. Let's see if we can't get to 205,000 by the end of the day, eh? So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll keep this counter up all day. And as I'm coming live, we'll see how we're getting on. But right now, we need a few hundred of you to join in. But why not? Get involved. United People's TV. It's free. It's fun. It's interactive. What more could you want? But let's see. Because Camavinga, he's not happening. All right. Lingard. What's the latest on Lingard? That's an important thing that we have to discuss as well today, because Jesse Lingard, he's been linked with West Ham all summer long. Nothing's really happened with him. At this particular moment in time, he is not going anywhere. It's from Jonathan Schrager. Very good old John. I think I met him before, but I've definitely met him at Old Trafford. I've been told for weeks that Lingard has been unwavering in his wish to stay at Manchester United this season. So Jesse himself was never going to proactively seek a move away from Old Trafford. Lingard, why would he, right? Why would he? I don't think that Lingard, why would he want to go anywhere? We've just re-signed Ronaldo. We've got Jadon Sancho. We've got his boy Rashford at the club as well. Lingard, he came up through the academy. He's been a United player his whole career, apart from the loan spells. Jesse Lingard was never going to force a move away. In one way, I'm not surprised about that, which I've just explained. And in another way, I'm very surprised about that, because Jesse Lingard pushed himself away last year and forced himself into contention to get into the Euro 2020 squad. And he nearly did, and he was fantastic. But Jesse Lingard is now, I think he's 28 years old. He's certainly not a kid anymore. And if Jesse Lingard decides not to force a move away here, then Jesse Lingard is effectively it's supposed to be the peak years of his career, and he would choose to just sit on the bench effectively at United and hardly play at all, rather than going somewhere like West Ham. I find that strange. Good comment there from Canal saying with Moise Kean. So Moise Kean's off to Juventus again. He's always had some weird transfers. He's got like a 2-year obligation to buy. Bit weird. Not really sure. But anyway, it's a good point. I think Jesse Lingard would be an excellent move for Everton. It would be an excellent move for Leicester as well. As it stands, there's not much movement on Jesse Lingard to go anywhere. So as it stands, Jesse Lingard will be a Manchester United player come the end of the window at 11 p.m. tonight. But of course, we've made money on the Dan James sale. So if we're looking at Manchester United spending money that we made, we've already got that money. And we all know where we want that money to go. It's on a midfielder. And for me, I've always maintained it. You've seen my Neves propaganda on this channel. I've always said that he would be an excellent signing for Manchester United. And I absolutely have stood by that. This is what Romano's saying on Neves. He said a midfielder in the next few hours will be more than complicated for Manchester United. The only option now is Ruben Neves. But as of now, no agreement with Wolves has been made and nothing is imminent. Let's see if United will decide for something crazy in the next few hours. You let me know in the comments below. What's your gut saying? Ruben Neves, yes, or Ruben Neves, no? What do you think in the comments below? You let me know what you think in the comments and I'll read them out. There's a good morning to you as well, Matt. How you doing? Do you think the sale of James will bring in what we so desperately need, a CDM? Hey, look, I really hope so, buddy. I really hope so. And it's not because Manchester United fans are ungrateful and Manchester United fans think that this is a shit transfer window. It's just that we're all Manchester United fans. We've watched our club play football week in, week out for years, and we know where the weaknesses are in our squad. And we can see the weaknesses. And now, if anybody, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to have watched our games against Southampton and our games against Wolves and said that maybe up front is not an issue for Manchester United. Maybe midfield is the bigger, wider, more prevalent, more important to resolve issue at United. And that's why we're frustrated that we haven't signed a defensive midfielder. Again, I can see what's going to happen. And that if we don't sign one here, fans of other clubs are going to be like, as I said, they're just going to look at us and go, how dare you complain about not signing a midfielder? Look, you've already signed Ronaldo. Have some, I don't know, context. But I can't be asked for those arguments, but I know they're going to happen. Looking down here, seeing what you think about Ruben Neves. Propaganda, you're saying nothing will happen now. There's been no interest in Neves from United, and it's unlikely to change no matter how much we want it to happen. Mitch, you're saying I want him, but the board won't deliver. Akbar, you're saying don't get Neves, make McTominay the one. Well, as I said, McTominay is going to be somebody who I very much expect us to put a lot of pressure on to improve this season. We want Neves, says Esat. Prajat, you're saying go for Neves. Delon on Facebook, make sure you drop a like on the video, Delon. You're saying yes. Dorda, you're saying yes. There's plenty of you. Of course, all of us would love us to sign Ruben Neves. At this particular moment in time, Fabrizio Romano is saying that there is no move for Neves happening. But remember this, right? So let me see if I can pull this one up. Because Wolves are making a move for Renato Sanchez. Renato Sanchez from Lille, the Portugal midfielder, is a bit of a different type of player to Ruben Neves, but it will be interesting to see if that has any sort of impact on his future. Or not on his future, on whether Wolves are willing to let him go. Let's go over here. Tim Spears from The Athletic confirmed it last night. I read the article. Details to be sorted out. But there's a confidence that Wolves can sign Renato Sanchez on loan from Lille tomorrow. Deal proposed earlier today. Wolves looking to insert an option. Worked with Lager? Going to call him Lager because I want his name to be Lager. Wolves manager. What a signing this would be. So either Wolves are just looking to strengthen their midfield, maybe play a midfield three of Neves, Moutinho, and Sanchez, or maybe they're preparing for him to leave. That would be nice. Laurie, how you doing? Day off, sun is shining, and it's Tuesday, not Friday, and it's transfer deadline day. Let's try to get this midfield signing. Wishing everyone a great day from Vasa in Finland. Well, big up Finland. I'd love to go to Scandinavia at some point in my life. Beautiful place, and I'm a big fan of nature. Let's see if I get to go there. But it'd be interesting to see whether that Renato Sanchez situation changes the landscape with Ruben Neves. I hope it does. You hope it does. Because I would love to see him come to Manchester United. If Ruben Neves comes in, it would honestly be a transformatively impressive signing for Manchester United. The sort of signing that shows that the ambition of the club is not just to sell shirts, not just, as I said, with Cristiano Ronaldo at this particular moment in time. If Manchester United do not sign a central midfielder, and we've missed out here on Eduardo Camavinga, then it goes to show that the ambition is not to win the Premier League. Because if we'd spent that money and those wages on a central midfielder, we would have been in an even stronger position. Now, something I've read quite a lot, and this may well be true, is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer absolutely loves Declan Rice. Absolutely loves Declan Rice. And that has been part of the reason why we haven't really aggressively gone for Ruben Neves, why we were never really in for Camavinga, why Saul Niguez, why we're kind of sort of leaving that to the side. It's interesting. Now, Rice was basically always priced out of a move to Manchester United this summer. 80 plus million West Ham were demanding for him. Had some decent performances at England for the Euros, in my opinion. They actually got better as the tournament went on. But he got priced out of a move. United were never going to be spending 80 to 90 million on Declan Rice this summer. Therefore, are Man United willing to wait and sign Rice next year? Because if you look at what Manchester United have been doing in the last couple of years in the transfer window, we've been getting our top targets. We wanted Raphael Varane this summer, boom. We wanted Jadon Sancho this summer, boom. We wanted Harry Maguire, boom. We wanted Aaron Wan-Bissaka, boom. We wanted Cristiano Ronaldo, a bit of a late deal, but boom. It feels like maybe we might wait for Declan Rice. I personally think that would be a massive oversight. It will be, what's the point in doing all the good work that we did this summer with Varane and Sancho and now Ronaldo and not completing it with the midfield? That's why I'm frustrated. I think it would be a bit of a travesty. I said it on Twitter. I think for us to do so well and then fall at the last hurdle, which might be the simplest hurdle because you can get Niguez in on a loan, it feels a bit weird. What do you think about Declan Rice? You let me know in the comments below, because I know that Declan Rice is somebody who splits opinion. So many people think that he is worth it. How much do you think that Declan Rice, put a figure in the comments? How much do you think he's actually worth? How much do you think United would actually pay for Declan Rice? Because, of course, Jesse Lingard. I can see that in the comments as well. So many of you would like to see him come in. But how much do you think he's actually worth? Or you're saying he would be ridiculously overpriced. He would be overpriced. And I personally think that he's basically been priced out of a move this summer. And I think that next summer, you're going to see Declan Rice move for a significantly cheaper fee. I reckon 50 to 60 million. That's what I think anyway. Let's have a look. So Fab is tweeting. Again, he's tweeting about Jesse Lingard. Look at that. Man United, as I said, I reckon Man United, there's a chance we could be busy today. Nikola Vlasic joins West Ham on a permanent move from CSKA Moscow. Done deal, now official. 30 million euros plus 8 million add-ons. Paperwork signed, the statement confirms. Jesse Lingard now has a huge chance to stay at Manchester United. So rule out that idea of Declan Rice and Jesse Lingard being involved in any sort of swap deal. West Ham have just bought Nikola Vlasic. He is going there, and I'll be surprised. Honestly, as I said, I kind of said I was going to be surprised anyway, but you'd be very surprised if West Ham went after him. Lou, what are you saying? You're saying Rice is not worth Sancho. 80 million if Sancho is worth 70. At best, 50 to 60 million. Let's have a look down here. Matt Jones, you're saying 60. Sati, you're saying 50 million. Terence, you're saying West Ham just bought Vlasic. Yeah, we're discussing that now. 60 million. Look, I personally think if you're looking at Declan Rice, you're looking at the taxes that are going on with him being in the Premier League, him being English, and it being Manchester United trying to sign him. I think a fee in the region of 50 to 60 million seems reasonable for Rice, but you don't really get too much in terms of reasonable in transfer market anymore, do you? Unless you Leeds and then you go and sign Dan James for 25 million. I still can't believe we did that. Absolutely outstanding from United. But West Ham are not going to be signing Jesse Lingard. I didn't think before Nikola Vlasic was announced. Now it is announced. 30 million plus 8. That's quite a lot. But fair enough. West Ham, they've got a playmaker that they wanted. And Jesse Lingard has, in my opinion, no chance of going to West Ham, which rules them out, which means leaves two options as far as I'm concerned. And either of them would be slightly surprising, I suppose. You've got Everton and you've got Leicester. I would say they're two places that Jesse Lingard could still go and leave Manchester United today. But I think he actively has to push for it. I've always said that as well. Right, let's see what we're at now. Look at that. We're getting there. Anybody who's new in town, make sure you subscribe. We're going to try and get this to 205,000 today. And remember that we're going to have a Ronaldo shirt giveaway on this channel when we hit that as well. I'm going to combine I haven't done a giveaway for 203,000 or 204,000. I'll combine it together for one big giveaway at 205,000 for a Ronaldo United shirt. So you definitely want to subscribe to United People's TV if you want to be in with a chance of winning that. And if you're watching on Facebook, just make sure you like the page, like the video too, and you could be in with a chance of winning that. I'll develop that throughout the entire day, just like Manchester United's transfers are going to develop. Let me head down to the comments and see what you're all saying here. And you're saying Rice doesn't want us anyway. Word is he wants Chelsea. What about a quiet deal in the background for Palhinha from Sporting? 26, good player, and completes the Portuguese contingent. Good word. I like the word contingent. Now, I haven't watched enough of him, I'll be honest, my friend, to really have a fair opinion on whether or not he'd be right for Manchester United. But if we were linked with him, you would very much presume that would have been on the cards by now already. And you'd be surprised if United, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, came with a random name and a random signing like that. But Ruben Neves certainly feels like the most likely option. Let's see if we can have a quick look at Twitter, because we all know what it's like on transfer deadline day. Things develop massively. Things develop quickly. And therefore, what you say 1 hour might not be the truth the next hour. It's not because I'm going to try and be clickbait. It's not because I'm trying to say things that aren't true today. It's just that that's what happens in transfers on deadline day. Shit moves fast and the wind changes direction at least 4 times every hour. I'll try and bring you the most accurate news as I can, but I can't guarantee it. Let's scroll down here. Obviously, this has happened earlier. If you didn't see this, let's pull this bad boy up for you. Have a little read of that. This is Juventus confirming the agreement with Manchester United for Cristiano Ronaldo. As you can see there, 15 million euros payable over 5 years, which might increase another 8 million euros depending on specific performance objectives. So Juventus there have confirmed Ronaldo to Manchester United. At this moment in time, we're waiting for the official announcement. I would not be surprised if Manchester United announced Cristiano Ronaldo on transfer deadline day, because it will be the sort of thing that blows up, and on deadline day, Manchester United will take the story. For me, it feels like something they probably will do, like they've always actually waited for transfer deadline day. 15 million, by the way, 15 million euros for Cristiano Ronaldo over 5 years. We've effectively got him for free. I know 15 million is a lot to us normal human beings, but not in the grand scheme of transfer markets. That pays for itself. It absolutely pays for itself. And the amount of look, I think we put on like 3.7 million followers on our social accounts, the official social account. I didn't. On Manchester United's official social accounts on the day that he was signed. And the lifetime value of them is probably more than 15 million. It's ridiculous the amount of interest that happened on that day. And it's ridiculous the amount of interest that's going to happen post Ronaldo. So you honestly really have to consider Ronaldo as a very separate signing to Varane, to Sancho. Both, and cool, his wages, and his wages are going to be expensive, but Ronaldo's so big that it pays for itself. CR7 is the Tom Brady for United, says, or you're absolutely spot on there. And we all said it when we saw the Buccaneers go out and sign Tom Brady, greatest of all time. What did they do the next year? They went and won the goddamn Super Bowl. Can United do that again? Can the Glazers do that again this year with Ronaldo at United? Well, I hope so. Victor, how you doing there? Wolves want Renato Sanchez. Maybe Neves leaving. United, please. Yep, we've spoken about that, my friend. I don't think personally that the Renato Sanchez to Wolves deal is something that really affects Ruben Neves' future. I think they're kind of separate, but we'll see what happens there. It's an interesting development, though, for sure. AB, what are you saying? What are the odds for us to get a defensive midfielder? At this moment in time, my friend, I would say I put it down as 50-50. I think 50-50 is fair. Fabrizio Romano here saying earlier that basically a Manchester United midfield signing in these last few hours is going to be complicated. And Ruben Neves right now is the most likely option. Eduardo Camavinga, as we discussed earlier, he's off to Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that. Here we go. We thought we thought we were in for him. We wanted to win that transfer, but he always had his heart set on Real Madrid. And I think if United really wanted to, and I said this at the time, when the story came out about Camavinga, it was a very simple transfer to do and to complete at that particular moment in time. It was 30 million. We knew what the price was. We knew that his contract with Rennes ran out next year. We knew that they wanted to sell him this summer for money. If we really wanted to go after Camavinga, we would have gone after Camavinga. I think that much is very simple. But he has gone to Real Madrid and he's not coming to Manchester United. Dax, what are you saying in the comments? Do you think Phillips is a good fit for Manchester United? I think Calvin Phillips would be a decent fit for Man United, but we're not going in for him. If we were looking for him, look, as I said, Andrew here, Phillips from Leeds for James plus cash. Now James is gone. James is transferred to Leeds. Is completely and utterly separate to anything Manchester United are doing. A permanent deal, an excellent transfer for him, and an excellent transfer for Manchester United, if I'm being completely honest. I think we've got sensational money for Dan James, more than I really expected us to. But Calvin Phillips, we're not in for Calvin Phillips. We've never really been in for Calvin Phillips this summer, have we? At no point was Calvin Phillips ever really properly linked with the move to Manchester United. Yves Bissouma, that's another one we obviously have been linked with. Well, I say linked with, it's one that we've basically all been saying, why United not going in for Bissouma? As I said before, it's always struck me with Manchester United this summer, as it's developed, we haven't really been linked with players like Ndidi, and we haven't really been linked with players like Bissouma, because I think we've been linked with more central midfielders, Saul Niguez, Ruben Neves, Eduardo Camavinga, people who more likely can fit inside a double pivot. That's the system that I thought Solskjaer was going to move away from, and that's why we all kept pushing the idea of signing a holding midfielder, but it doesn't seem like United are moving away from that, and I don't think that we've really been properly linked with anybody other than like ball-playing central midfielders. Let's go back and look at all the other stories that we could be looking at today. Ronaldo, as I said, the announcement, that fee, 15 million. So cheap. So cheap for Ronaldo. Absolutely outrageous. Leeds, let's go. We've done all that. A formal announcement on Ronaldo's move to United should come today, says John Cross from the Mirror. I believe that as well. I think United are going to try and steal transfer deadline day away from everybody. And if you're looking at the they'll basically make a case study, Manchester United, on how we won deadline day by bringing Ronaldo back and beat all the other interactions that happened from all the other clubs. I can almost guarantee it. Ronaldo should be getting the number 7 shirt. That's another thing about Dan James leaving as well. Dan James obviously wearing the number 21 at Manchester United. Edinson Cavani's got the number 7, but he wears number 21 for Uruguay. So as long as United can get the dispensation from the Premier League in terms of changing Cavani's number, it should be Dan James leaving, 21 becomes available, Cavani takes the 21, number 7 becomes available, CR7 is back in business. That is what we want to see. Ahmad will probably go out on loan in January. Yep, I could tell you that as well. I think he will. It's a real shame for him. A real shame for Ahmad that he got that injury, because a season spent on loan at Feyenoord, playing a nice attacking, aggressive football, regular first team football, would have helped him develop so much. But it isn't happening. Oh, Jesus, Man United have announced Ronaldo right this goddamn second. Woo! Right, 1 second, ladies and gents. I've got to publish a video so you can sit here, you can chat to yourselves. We've just announced Ronaldo. I told you it was going to happen today. I told you it was going to happen today. Wow, wow, wow. Right, let's talk. Let's talk about Ronaldo. Let me quickly get this video. As I said, look, this is why you've got to prepare things, right? I've already had a video ready to go for Ronaldo. That's now getting published. Boom, boom. Tweet that. Let's go. Let's get this up on screen for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Transfer Deadline Day live, and this is Manchester United re-signing Cristiano Ronaldo, baby. Let's get this up. Smash a like on the video because we've just re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's get this on screen. Woo-wee. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Cristiano Ronaldo. Come on, right. Jeez, this is really annoying. Why is this always going to happen to me? What's your reaction to that? Man United confirming that Cristiano Ronaldo is back home. I need to see all the announcement. I can't see the announcement. God damn. God damn. Woo! Right. Where is it? Is it gone out? Let me make sure that's all gone out properly. Jesus. go. Your chat. I apologize about this. I had all this prepared and all this ready because I knew it was going to happen at some point. I just didn't know it was going to happen when I'm live on the stream. Wait, it's too early for Ronaldo can, though. It's too early for Ronaldo cans, is it? I just jizzed and the wife isn't even home yet, says, oh. Sue. I don't even like that celebration, but Sue. Right, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can rename the stream as well. 1 sec. Oh, man, this has made me look very unprofessional, but it's only because I was so prepared. Viva Ronaldo. You're damn straight. You check. Make sure you check that video out on United People's TV after it's done. But let's go. Let's have a look at the official announcement. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, you're damn straight is. Let me pull that over here. Mate, Ronaldo's back at Manchester United. Ronaldo is back at Manchester United. As I said, I knew that they were going to do the announcement today. I didn't think it was going to come that early, but Ronaldo is coming home. Hell yeah, he's coming home. That's beautiful. Let's talk about it. Let's react to it. Smash a like on the goddamn video, ladies and gents, because Cristiano Ronaldo is back at Manchester United. Manchester United is delighted to confirm the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo on a 2-year contract with the option to extend for a further year subject to international clearance. Cristiano is a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner. So far won 30 major trophies. Mate, he is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. He is the GOAT. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is my man. And he's back at Manchester United. Oh, man. You bastards. I wanted to have a little separate stream. Get in there, says Chris. Everybody, smash a like on the video. The prodigal son has returned. Ronaldo is back home. Let me see what the reaction is out over on Twitter, because I tell you what, it is going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. As I said, Manchester United have basically won transfer deadline day in terms of the impact that's going to have on social. Watch the stories that are going to come out after this. Medical completed, contract agreed until 2024. I think he'll be available for Newcastle. I'll be very surprised if he isn't. But what has Ronaldo said about his return? Let's have a look at his quotes. That's an important one. Ronaldo, Manchester United. There you go. Let's get this up. This is the first time that we've seen anything from Ronaldo since he's joined. Manchester United is a club that always has a special place in my heart, and I've been overwhelmed by all the messages I've received since the announcement on Friday. I cannot wait to play at Old Trafford in front of a full stadium and see all the fans again. I'm looking forward to joining up with the team after the international games, and I hope we have a very successful season ahead. Big up Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Big up Manchester United announcing it on transfer deadline day. As I said, that's now going to be the story of the day. Man, I'm over the moon with it. I'm absolutely over the moon. I'm a little bit annoyed that they've done it halfway through my preview show for the window. Jeez, United, come on. Have some sort of decency. But look, everyone in the comments there, you're buzzing your tits off about Ronaldo. Hell yeah, you are. But we also want Neves. Is it because we're being greedy? I don't think it's because we're being greedy. I think it's because that's our ambitions. Look, anybody who's new in town, you get involved. You subscribe to United People's TV. We've just re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo, people. So, I don't know. It's a decent celebration. I'm just not a fan of it. But I will be when he does it against City at Old Trafford. Make sure you subscribe to United People's TV if you're new, because it's going to be a fun transfer deadline day. We've already got Cristiano Ronaldo over the line. Can we get Ruben Neves over the line? That's what we want to see as United fans. We want to see Ruben Neves come and support him. We want to see Varane. We want to see Sancho. We want to see Ronaldo. And we want to see Ruben Neves coming into that midfield. That's the important signing that we need to make. But Cristiano Ronaldo, man, I knew the announcement was going to be made today. I did not think it would be made this early, but exactly that, Isaiah. That's exactly why Manchester United did it. Now nobody else will care who signs on transfer deadline day. Manchester United at 9:30 in the morning have won transfer deadline day. There won't be a deal that is bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo done today. Simple as that. He is going to be the biggest bit of news that happens today. And make sure you check out my video I did, and I prepared. I tell you what, look how prepared I am. I'm proud of myself for being prepared there. It happened midstream and I was ready. Go on, Sam. Go on, Sam. But Cristiano Ronaldo has completed his move back to Manchester United. It's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. It's a Tuesday as well, not Friday. Got that wrong. But Ronaldo is coming home. Ronaldo is back at Manchester United. It's going to be... I can't wait to see that happen. 5 years payment over 15 million. That is basically free. It is basically free. Abby, you're saying can't wait for Ronaldo to score against City and celebrate in front of City fans. I can't wait either. That's going to be fucking brilliant to watch. Absolutely fantastic to watch. And Ronaldo's back at United, man. As you can see in the video that I've done and produced, I'm genuinely blown away by it. I'm staggered that Ronaldo's back to Manchester United. I never really expected it to happen. I'm happy it has happened. But Ronaldo's back, man. Ronaldo's back. Are we going to sign a CDM, says Scholes. Look, I hope so. We all know that we need Manchester United to get that central defensive midfielder to come in and complete this team. Because look who's just come home. Ronaldo's come home, and there's only two things he wants. It's the Premier League and it's the Champions League. They're the two main things that we need. And they're the two main things that Ronaldo wins. He wants to win. He won't settle for anything else. Ronaldo's not going to settle for a League Cup and an FA Cup double. That's not his ambition. His ambition is to come back to Manchester United and bring us back to where we were before he left. Everything in between was not his responsibility. And Manchester United have now got 13, just over 12 hours to complete that central defensive midfield signing. At this particular moment in time, there's no news on his number. So we all want it to be that number 7. We all want CR7 to be back at the club. But we're going to have to wait on anything to do with Dan James being probably officially announced, the number 21 be officially taken away from him. Therefore, it frees up the 21 for Edinson Cavani. He takes that, and Ronaldo will take the number 7. That's what we want to happen. But at this particular moment in time, no word on that. Mamasini. How expensive could Ruben Neves be? Ruben Neves is going to be in the region of 30 to 40 million pounds if Manchester United were to sign him. We've just got 25 million up front for Dan James. So the outlay for Neves in terms of a net spend is relatively small by comparison of what it could have been. But Ronaldo's back home, mate. Ronaldo's back home. Mate, I'm so delighted by that. I can't describe to you how delighted I am by that. Let me make sure the video's gone out good. And it went out all right. Yeah, it did. Went out none. I think all of you here are watching the video here instead of watching that video. Woodward wants the new shirt sales. So 28 it is going to be. I don't know about that. I find that a bit confusing. That's how to get around the rules. Let's have a look. Let's calm down, says Uncle's coming here. Trying to spoil our party. Let's calm down. We won't be buying a DM. We won't complete our rebuild for another 2-3 windows. Long-term striker, competition for Wan-Bissaka, and a first or second choice defensive mid, and then resolving the goalkeeping situation. Well, judging by how De Gea has been playing, I'd say the goalkeeping situation almost resolves itself right now. He's absolutely looking fantastic. Neves wants to move to Manchester United, says Klein. I really hope he does. But it's not just whether or not he wants to move. It's whether or not Manchester United actually aggressively make a move for him. The Ronaldo story has broken. I'll be honest, that the biggest story was when Manchester United made that announcement. Oh, look, am I getting a delivery today? Isn't that nice? When Manchester United made the announcement, that's when it blew up and it exploded. It's a little bit quieter now that the actual deal is done and Manchester United have announced it, but Juventus announced it this morning when they released their statement saying that Man United 15 million. I'll repeat that: 15 million euros plus 5 million plus 8 million. In add-ons. That's dead cheap. That is dead cheap. Manchester United is a club that has always had a special place in my heart. Buzzing for that. Jordan Henderson signed a new contract. I don't care about that, Fabrizio. Come on, get that off your timeline. Wasting your time there. Jeez. But what's your reaction to that? You let me know in the comments. I apologize if it was a slightly muted celebration from me, but I've already got my setup. I've already done my video. I'm happy. I'm buzzing that Ronaldo's back. I almost feel I feel spoilt in having this mindset, but I as excited as I am about the Ronaldo signing, I still know where our problems are going to be this year. I absolutely still know where our problems are going to be this year, and therefore I know that Manchester United need to get that central defensive midfield signing over the line, or Ronaldo, and his return is going to be. It's not going to be maximized. It's not going to be as successful as it could be. Manchester United, we all know that the problem is in central defensive midfield. So if we don't bring one in, then it's just going to be very tough. It's going to be really, really tough for Manchester United to really, over the course of a 38-game season, take advantage of the fact that we've got Ronaldo back at the club. Take advantage of the fact that we've got Varane and Sancho, because we've got that weakness, that hole in midfield. It's going to be tough. Matt, you're saying, I think the youngsters in the team will learn a hell of a lot from Ronnie. Hey, mate, look, Mason Greenwood, by the time he's 20, would have been mentored by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Edinson Cavani, and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's absolutely sensational. I think Ronaldo will have that sort of impact on the youngsters. I think it's going to be incredible for them to learn from the man himself, because he really is. Well, let's go that size. He really is an elite, greatest of all time footballer. And therefore, with Ronaldo, it's not just a great goal scorer you're signing. It's not just probably one of our greatest. Well, he is one of our greatest of all time players that you're signing. He's a pure leader. He is a pure leader. And that's going to make a massive difference to the mentality, to the squad, everybody else around. It's a bit like when Bruno Fernandes joined Manchester United and he dragged us off the floor as a club. His mentality was so strong that he dragged us off the floor and he brought us back up towards where we are now. Cristiano Ronaldo is somebody who's going to come and elevate that mentality to go somewhere else. And that is going to have such a widespread impact on the image of Manchester United, both inside the club and outside the club. It's huge. It's huge for Manchester United to be able to sign Ronaldo for that reason. Now, if you are new to United People TV, make sure you drop a like on the video if you're here, and subscribe if you're new in town, and fire in your super chats. If you've got any questions you want to ask me throughout the entire day, then make sure you fire in your super chats. Like Imran, what are you saying? We got Ronaldo, man. Now it's time to sign Neves. Just thinking of Neves McTominay partnership. My word, Neves and McTominay as a partnership would be absolutely superb. McTominay sitting slightly deeper, but Neves being the sort of deeper lying playmaker. Against United with the Wolves game at the weekend, he attempted 10 long passes and completed 8. It's a very key part of Neves' style of play in his game, is he can play make from deep. And that's what Manchester United need from that position, for sure. It's a power. Is it Independence Day in Malaysia? Whoa, look at that. Congratulations. Do you think someone will come in for Donny van de Beek? Says Henning. Very good question, Henning. And I would not rule that out, if I'm being completely honest. I think there is a chance of Donny van de Beek leaving this window. It depends who comes in. It depends what the situation is. But if we're not going to use him, then why have him? If I'm being completely honest, it's pointless. He should have come on against Wolves. He should have arguably started against Wolves. He should have come on against Southampton. He could have arguably started against Southampton. Solskjaer, for some reason, I don't know, Solskjaer does not like Donny van de Beek. And if we're not going to use him, then why not sell him? Simple as that. I think it's completely unfair on Donny's career. There's no reason for it now. There's absolutely no reason. Mike Handler, and look, and this is opinion I know that so many of you share in the comments. McTominay and Fred equals mid-table quality. I would love to be able to disagree, but McTominay and Fred are not the midfield that's going to support Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. They're just not. It's Manchester United need to sign that midfielder to match the ambition that we've shown by bringing in Varane, bringing in Sancho, and now bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo. Because Ronaldo has come home. Ronaldo's come back to Manchester United, and the only reason he's come back to Manchester United is to win the Premier League and to win the Champions League. Look, he's won the Ballon d'Or 5 times. He's won 30 major trophies, 5 Champions League titles, 4 FIFA Club World Cups, 7 league titles in England, Spain, and Italy together. Won the European Championships with Porto. My God. Oh, that's what Solskjaer said about him. You run out of words to describe Cristiano Ronaldo. He is not only a marvellous player, but also a great human being. To have the desire and the ability to play at the top level for such a long period requires a very special person. I have no doubt that he will continue to impress us all, and his experience will be so vital for the younger players in the squad. Ronaldo's return demonstrates the unique appeal of this club, and I'm absolutely delighted he is coming home to where it all started. So am I. I think we all are. Manchester United's YouTube channel have just uploaded their Ronaldo video, says Lone Wanderer. Well, you don't want to watch that. We're here previewing transfer deadline day. It's so selfish of United to do that when I'm here nice and early, 9 a.m., coming up sprightly to preview the day. They go and drop the Ronaldo grenade on us all. But look, Ronaldo's back. I'm buzzing he's back. It's going to be the biggest story of today that happens. I guarantee that there won't be a transfer that's bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United. Of course there isn't. Of course there isn't. If you're still new and if you're here and you're new and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 205,000 by the end of the day because I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a Ronaldo shirt here on United People's TV. So you want to be involved. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, drop a like on the video and share it too. And like the page because you don't want to miss out on maybe winning a Cristiano Ronaldo shirt. Tarunya, how you doing, my friend? The first new member of the day. How are you doing? Great to have you on board. If you'd like to join Tarunya and become part of the United People's TV family, hit that join button down below. It's less than the price of a pint and everything gets put back into the channel. I'm making it bigger. I'm making it better. Colin, give Neves a call. Look, Bruno Fernandes has got to be getting on that phone, man. Letting him know. Said, Ruben, man, come on. I think apparently they flew out from after the game on Sunday. They flew out together from Birmingham Airport to Portugal for the internationals. So Bruno would have been sitting on a plane with Neves already, having a little word in his ear. Just saying, Ruben, mate, think you need to make a move, don't you? I personally think that happened. Ronaldo Cavani up front, says Kunal. Rashford on the left, Jadon and Mason on the right, Bruno and Pogba in the middle, and Neves at the back. It's a big, great team. Jeez, that was a big comment. United have got an excellent team. We do. We've got one hole in the middle, and it's look right. Sometimes when you get transfer windows, we all know it's very hard to get all your business done in one window, and it's very hard, especially in a post-coronavirus environment. That I do agree with, but I don't think you can rule it out. There's no reason why Manchester United can't do it. We've done the hardest part, which is Varane and Sancho and Ronaldo out of nowhere. The simplest signing, I think, out of all of them. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's not the simplest signing, but the most important signing is that central defensive midfielder. So I hope we can get it because Ronaldo is now over the line. Agent Bruno for Neves again. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. Deji, you're doing a good job. Big up to you for watching, Deji. Big up to everyone who's watched and enjoyed and interacted so far. I hope you're enjoying the show. But we all know that the Ronaldo story is sensational. The Ronaldo story is brilliant. But that's not our main focus of the day. Our main focus still is on Ruben Neves. We want Ruben Neves. We want a midfielder, whether it's Ruben Neves, whether it's a different midfielder, whether it's somebody else altogether. That's who we want Manchester United to sign, and I hope we will sign. It's not outside the realms of possibility, okay? While it might be considered unlikely at this particular moment in time, I don't think you can rule it out completely. Manchester United have got Ronaldo. That's now done and dusted. And that's an incredible move for Manchester United to bring him back to the club. But what we're waiting for now is Ruben Neves. To give you a quick update, if you are new, come on, get involved. Look, there you go. Tom, you've joined in too. Great to see you there, my friend. Tom Moosley. Where are you watching from, Tom? Big up to you joining and getting involved. And Tanya, Tarunya, saw your comment there about good to see you in decent health. You all know it's been a tough year for everyone. I'm loving life. You're loving life. Let's get on and let's hopefully sign a defensive midfielder before the day is out. Neves will come, says Mo on YouTube. I hope you're right. Dylan, you're saying, will the money we get from James be used on a CDM? I hope it will, my friend. I really, really hope it will. Marshall, you're saying 2 Portuguese, Bruno Fernandes and Ruben Neves, can cause CR7 to shout, Sue. Hey, look, it'll be nice if we get a little Portuguese contingent there. Let's see what happens. But Manchester United have got the bigger deal. Well, it's not the bigger. It is the biggest deal. Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United is the biggest deal that would have happened this transfer. You know, I think it got even. I was looking at the stats yesterday. There was more than 700,000 more interactions on Twitter for Ronaldo back to Manchester United than there was for Lionel Messi going to PSG. And obviously, those two are always going to be compared to each other. But Ronaldo's bigger, man. Ronaldo's bigger. Ronaldo's back at Manchester United. And it was pretty sensational that we've got that deal over the line. But let's get that defensive midfield signing. Lingard, I don't think he's going to be going to West Ham. I'll be very surprised if we see Lingard go to West Ham. They've signed Nikola Vlasic. They spent 30 million euros with 8 million added on top for him. I'll be very surprised if they go in for him. So I think if Lingard was to leave, we're looking at probably Leicester or Everton. I would say they're the two choices now that are really left for Lingard. And it's only if they want Lingard as well. Remember that too. But that's done. Cavani has been offered to Barcelona. Nah, we can scroll that. That's not happening. That is not happening. I don't think we will sign anybody. Hey, look, that's not me. That's what the comments are saying. Let's find out, This has been the preview show for transfer deadline day, and it's also involved the announcement of Cristiano Ronaldo. It is what it is. I'm excited by it, but it's not exactly what we need. And that's why I can't help but be a little bit frustrated. Jody, how you doing? Watching from Marbella, Spain. Big up to you, Jody. And I'm definitely jealous. I've got a mate who's in Spain. He sent me a picture of the pool yesterday. It looked absolutely insane. I'm here in a shirt with a miserable grey outside, but it doesn't matter because we signed Cristiano Ronaldo, right? That's all that matters. Look, let's see what happens throughout the day. Make sure you please, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to United People's TV. We're trying to hit the magical 205,000 by the end of the day. And if we do, we're going to be doing a Cristiano Ronaldo shirt giveaway. So you make sure you want to subscribe to United People's TV. Get involved in that. I'll be here throughout the day. If there's anything that breaks, if there's anything that happens, I'll be here covering it on United People's TV. All the latest on Ruben Neves. Can we move for Saul Niguez? Can't rule either of those out. What about Bissouma from Brighton? Maybe I'll be on top of that too if anything happens. Lingard, if anything crazy happens late on, I'll be surprised. But if it does, United People's TV right here is where you want to be to get involved. Thank you all very much for joining in this morning. Big up to Ronaldo coming back. Make sure after this video is done, you head over to the channel. There is a Ronaldo announcement video in there that I'd like you to watch. Get your comments in and your real true feelings about Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure, as I said, subscribe if you're new because you don't want to miss that shirt giveaway. I'll be here throughout the day. If there's anything you want to ask me, hit me up on Twitter at @SamPeoples_. My DMs are always open, so you can slide right in there if you want to. But Ronaldo's back at Old Trafford. Big up to that. Big up to Varane. Big up to Sancho. 12 hours United, you've got to sign a central midfielder. Do that, and you may have had the greatest ever transfer window in the history of football. Just saying. And if that happens, we'll win all the pots next year. All the pots. Get your suit ready. Anyway, central midfielder. Let's hope we sign one. Take it easy, everybody.